Hey, this is Glover Teixeira, UFC light heavyweight champion.
Hi, I'm Robbie Lawler.
What's up, fight family? This is your favorite MMA coach, Thiago Alves, the Pitbull.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Pedro Munoz.
This is Mike Brown.
Guys, I am Alexei Olenek, and welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome.
And this is We Want One Picks.
And you're watching We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks. Hi everybody from American Top Picks.
Next up, at UFC Vegas 46, we have the main event of the evening. We have Calvin Kattar versus Giga Chikadze. Calvin Kattar, 22-5 overall. He's 3-2 in his last 5, coming off of that one-sided loss to Max Holloway. Giga Chikadze, 14-2 overall, 5-0 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight stoppage streak. Calvin Kattar is a boxer and one of the best boxers in the UFC. He has power, but most of his knockouts actually come from incredible speed and timing. Those shots, those knockout shots, it's not just big raw power. It is just so well timed. He cut the right angle, bang, knockout. Perfect, well timed uppercuts. His timing is spectacular. His hands are always exactly where they need to be. He cuts angles better than almost anybody in that division. And I would love to talk about his stats. The problem is Max Holloway absolutely ruined those. In one fight, Max Holloway destroyed all the lifetime stats of Calvin Kattar and made them almost meaningless or very hard to decipher. But in his wins, Calvin Kattar has outstruck every single opponent, and he should have a very nice striking differential overall for his career. But Max touched them up so bad that in his 9-fight UFC career, Calvin Kattar's striking differential has fallen to a negative 8-5, which means he has hit 8 times for every 5 that he puts out. And that's all because Max Holloway hit him 400-something times in that fight and really skewed those stats. He does have a 90% takedown defense, but only a 30% takedown accuracy. And he might need those takedowns in this fight. Giga Chikadze is the future of this division. He's a phenomenal striker with a solid jab and fantastic kicks. He stopped Cub with a liver kick. Then he put out an incredibly tough Edson Barboza with punches. He does an incredibly good job managing that range. And he uses his kicks to keep you out. And then he comes in with his hands. And then when you try to close the distance, he goes right back to those kicks to keep you away. He's not a high-volume guy. He's landing less than 4 significant strikes per minute. But he does such an amazing job keeping his opponent's volume low that he doesn't end up in these firefights. No matter what you bring to him, he can slow you down, keep you at bay, move out of the way. Those kicks really control a lot of the pace and a lot of the range, and he'll stay out of firefights, even if that's what you're trying to bring to him. He does have a loss on the Contender Series. His very first appearance in the UFC was a loss. He was taken down 4 times and then eventually submitted. And that's the only time in his UFC career that he's even looked like a human being. This is a really fun fight. My gut is saying Giga will win because he manages range so well. He's amazing at slowing down his high-volume opponents. And Calvin Kattar is exactly that. He is a high-volume opponent. Calvin's wins come from bringing the pressure, touching you up, finding those angles, and either putting you out or just overwhelming you with the amount of volume that he gets up there. Max overwhelmed Calvin. Moicano overwhelmed Calvin. Zabit did the same to Calvin. But Giga is different. He's not a pressure guy. And that's what makes this such an interesting fight, because you may say Giga's a phenomenal striker, that's it. But if you look at Calvin's losses and how he loses, he's beaten very good strikers before. Where he loses, if you get in his face and you just put that volume on him, that's when he has trouble. And that's not how Giga fights. You know, Calvin did the right thing after the Max loss. He took time off. It's been almost a full year, and I would like to think that he spent that time healing up and working on wrestling as a plan B, because it was very clear he did not have a plan B in that Max fight. Giga's the real deal. I love this matchup because we'll find out exactly how good he is. I love Calvin in the underdog spot. If he comes forward, somehow works past the kicks and mixes in an occasional takedown attempt to get him guessing, I think he could throw Giga off his timing. If he catches a kick, takes him down off a caught kick, well, now Giga's number one asset, which is kicks, all of a sudden could be working against him. So if Calvin and his camp are planning accordingly and they're working on catching kicks, they're working on takedowns, all of a sudden this could be a very interesting fight because his hands are fantastic. And all he really needs to do for his hands to work is to get inside of those kicks, get inside of the range, and he can make that happen. I think this is much, much closer than the odds. It's not exactly a pick 'em. I think Giga should absolutely be the favorite, but I do think this is a pretty close fight. I like Calvin here. I'm not picking him to win. I do think Giga wins. And if there's a place to bet here, so I'm not going to get the money line, but if there's a place to bet here, I actually think Calvin Kattar plus 5.5 might be a good spot. And all that bet means is I'm buying some points on the judges' scorecard. So I don't need Calvin to win. I just need Calvin to steal a couple of rounds. I bought myself another round or two, and now all of a sudden Calvin can win a decision. As long as he doesn't get shut out, I can win my bet and take home some money. And I think Calvin can have some real success here. I don't think he's going to win the fight. I do think he'll avoid getting knocked out. We've seen just how incredibly tough he is. And if this is a low round line, I'll bet the over on that. But if you want to buy yourself a round or 2 rounds on the judges' scorecards, go to wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 5 different partners. Bet Online is the one partner that offers those plus point bets where you buy the round. You buy 2 rounds, whatever it is. And those are awesome bets because you don't need him to win. You just need him to win a few rounds on his own. You bought him the other rounds, and then you win your bet. So if he's plus 175, the lines haven't dropped, but if he's plus 175 money line, buying 5.5 points, he'll probably be plus 120. So you're losing some points, but you're gaining a whole lot of insurance. wewantpicks.com/bets. Click on Bet Online, make a deposit, grab that, but then let me know, and I will send you $50 just for supporting us and our partners. This is a really fun fight card. I'm really looking forward to it. We have a few more weeks to plan and dig in. Comment down below. I'm very curious what you guys think here. Don't forget to join the Discord, argue with each other there, do all the Discord things that people do.